it's just such a classic. It just became a classic magically at one point, and it'll never stop being one.
Howdy, Meowers. Welcome back to the BlushCat podcast. My name is Harvest. Thank you for joining me and us. I'm with Devin.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Harvest. I can't even begin to imagine what we could be talking about today, but why don't you tell us?
Okay. Well, if you are a Meower, you will have probably been expecting this episode. If you're not, well, now's your chance to become one by subscribing to the BlushCat channel. No, today we're doing fall K-pop recommendations. Autumn, some of you might call fall autumn. That's okay. We are welcoming on this podcast. So we have done a spring recommendations and we have done a summer recommendations. Today we are offering you anything and everything fall and K-pop.
Yes. Now, we've also done a Halloween recommendations in the past, and Halloween is during fall. There's a lot of overlap. So if you're looking specifically for Halloween recommendations and you don't mind stuff that's like, I don't know, a year old, because obviously it was from last year.
It was actually episode 30. So I believe it might be 2 years old.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, if you're okay with 2 years old, we do have that, but some of those recommendations might be coming up again. But also, like, we're trying to, our first focus is fall specifically, not Halloween specific, but like I said, there's overlap. But also, we have that if you want it.
Yes,
everybody gets it.
So the plan for today's episode, just to give you a little overview, we're going to start, like Devin just explained, with the more general fall vibes, that cozy, relaxed sort of feeling. And then the second part of the episode we'll dedicate to sort of revisiting some recommendations that are more Halloween appropriate, have a little bit darker, spookier vibes to them. We might be offering some ones that we didn't recommend in our Halloween episode, but we might be repeating several. Who really knows? I certainly don't remember what I said in that episode, but I know that a lot of my recommendations probably are generally the same, because we're not only recommending recent K-pop stuff, we are picking from all time, the entire history of K-pop. If we want to recommend something that we think is suitable for fall, we are doing that.
She's got second gen. We all know she's got second gen in there. Yes. And as an additional disclaimer for myself personally, I mean, it's for you guys, but like regarding myself, I've got to say, fall is my least favorite season. And also, it's the season that I have the least vibe of like what it would sound like. So I really struggled today. I kind of was like cheating off of other people's homework, if you will, as in the BlushCat playlists that we've made that we'll talk about. I struggled. So I'm going to be pretty informal today. I don't have a lot of strong, like, okay, I'm going to be recommending this and this. Like, I have a few things here and there, but most of what I would be relating to for this season would be more along the Halloween side of things. So just bear with me, but I'll be contributing and I'll be trying.
Okay, that is fine. I have plenty to share with all of our Meowers. The Autumn Mix BlushCat playlist, which once again we will bring up, is, I believe, the longest one of the seasonal mixes.
That's crazy to me.
So it's impossible to name everything that we might want to recommend for the season. It doesn't mean that, you know, we don't love more songs or something. Like, seriously, I have so many, so So I think that you will find something to listen to or watch. But if you're wondering why something wasn't mentioned, it's not necessarily meaning that we wouldn't recommend it, but just we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
So feel free to leave your own recommendations in the comments. But also, like we said, check out our playlists on our Spotify and check out our Halloween recommendations video, which once again, I think episode 30, for more of our favorites. So, in a similar format of the other episodes that we did, we're going to be talking about groups, aesthetics like music videos, styling, recommending albums, playlists, songs, performances, everything like that, okay? So this episode is going to lean towards sounding more like a long list rather than maybe like a conversation, and it might be jumbled around. Some things might have both the cozy sort of vibe and the spooky vibe. I don't know, it could be. So it's hard to be precise in terms of like organization, episode chapters, things like that. But, we're going to try to keep it in halves if we can. So now let's finally get started officially with our recommendations. Devin, why don't you share what general vibes you're pulling from here for the fall theme?
Okay. Now, this is kind of part of what was making it difficult for me because I like to take a very literal approach. So for the other ones, it was like, summer, I think of palm trees. And this song is called like Palm Tree Party Time. There's no song that's called that, but I'm just saying, or like surfing. And there's a song called Surf. That's a real example. But for fall, I can't really do a direct connection for that many things that I think of, but I do get, you keep saying cozy, I get that, but for some reason I didn't think of that. To me, what came to mind was like longing.
Okay.
Longing is like the emotional vibe, and then I'm thinking like chilly, leaves, turtlenecks and long coats, coffee, these sorts of things. And so I don't know, I just don't feel like that comes up very often, but maybe it does. So then you got to boil it down to the colors, brown, maroon, and burnt orange.
Okay.
So honestly, that is where I had to pull from at some points. I was like, you know what? Did they wear brown in this? Okay, it's fall. Like, that's to the degree that I was struggling. Also though, like school.
Yes.
Aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it seems like it's school in the fall, because that would be like first day of school times in my mind would be like fall time. So that is another option.
Okay. So for me, I'm definitely pulling from similar themes, but there's a fine line between fall and winter, and we're going to be doing winter recommendations, so I don't want to have too much overlap in the fall episode and in the winter episode. So
that's why you got to think about brown.
Yeah.
Fall is brown, winter is white.
So some of the vibes I kind of want to, associate with both seasons, but it might get very personal. Like people, like I feel like that's a struggling point in our recommendation episodes in general, is like it's going to be too tailored to me specifically for a lot of stuff. So like, I'm sorry if you aren't seeing the vibes, the fall connection, but like, I'm not just making stuff up. I'm like, I feel the fall vibes here. I can't guarantee that everybody will, but I'm sharing it. It's my recommendation. So I will say that, yeah, like I've been saying, cozy, relaxed, chill vibes. The element of nostalgia coming from like school themes, academia, So, and your longing was a good word for it. Some ballads will come up, but also like jazzy sort
Ooh,
of
okay.
vibes, indie kind of sounds, but also retro. I feel like fits into fall quite well. And so, yeah, and also I'll bring it up when we talk about performances, but a lot of these are also kind of personal recommendations because I remember when the comeback happened or something like that, and it was a fall comeback. So I'm like, oh, fall recommendation, but like maybe it's not exactly, oh, this is so, fall themed, but whatever. And so I also want to point out instrumentally that acoustic guitars and actual like instrument sounds, I think really help to provide a nice autumn feel.
Yes, that's a really good point. I totally agree.
Thank you. And also like vocals that are gentle and have sort of a lilt, but not too fluttery because then it will have spring vibes.
Ooh.
But like on the other side of things, something that might be more suitable for the spooky fall vibe would be like very powerful raps and very grand vocals. I think those things are present in a lot of the songs that I might be recommending today. So, albums. Do you have any specific albums you want to recommend?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do. I'm used to this now when it comes to the recommendations. So I want to start with albums for like the main chunk because a lot of the songs on the albums overlap. Like I was saying, will happen. It's not like there are specific Halloween themed albums that I can talk about. I mean, maybe there's some out there, but like, a lot of the albums are just, fall. So I will start with some classics. These are all classics, okay? Pentagon. I've got a lot of Pentagon albums to recommend to everybody today. Demo 1, Demo 2, Thumbs Up, and Weath.
I want to say that Pentagon has, because you're like, they have so many autumn songs, and I'm like, they had so many spring songs. And then I was like, well, they had so many summer songs. It's because they have so many songs, guys.
Yeah.
They have so many songs.
That's how I feel with like all of these artists that I'm recommending for albums specifically. I'm like, oh, wow, I feel like I'm bringing these groups up for like every recommendation episode so far. I feel like they have a lot of like seasonal songs, but I think they just have a lot of songs. So.
I think that seasonal songs, like having seasonal songs, I don't know if this is like weird to say, but I feel like it's kind of good. Like I feel like it's adding depth to the song. Like if I think of a song not feeling like a certain season, I'm in my mind automatically making the song seem a little more generic. But there's definitely songs that you could say don't sound like a season and are like totally awesome iconic songs.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to say, oh, if it doesn't sound like a season, it's a bad song. But I just feel like if it does sound like a season, I feel like it's kind of like it's giving an extra connection that
I agree.
That enhances things.
Yeah, because then when it comes, like when that season comes around, you think of those songs.
Yeah.
So all of those Pentagon albums are great, iconic classics, and all of the songs are good, and I think most of the songs on each album are suitable for fall. 17, I would like to recommend the Going 17 album and also An Ode, the album. The Going 17 album is one of the albums from like any K-pop group that when I was getting into K-pop, I really frequented. I was like, this is just such a good album. It's an album that helped me stan 17. And I guess I could say the same for An Ode because I wasn't entirely in it until that album, I guess, or like the time around that album. And so the Going 17 album, I'd say, is closer to the like late fall sort of longing feeling that you described.
I mean, like we said, it's gonna happen, and the same thing was happening with our spring and summer recommendations. It was like, these songs sound like they're spring into summer.
Yeah.
And so it's like, do we mention them now? Do we mention them during the winter one? Like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, gotta mention them at some point. So
okay, so once again, I would like to bring up Astro. I will recommend 3 albums: Blue Flame, Dream Part 2, and of course, Autumn Story.
Wow. Oh my god.
This is like, you know, like they have the spring one, the summer, like they have a seasonal album. That's how they debuted, with like a seasonal album.
Wow.
So all of those are great albums. Red Velvet, the Chill
Red
Kill.
So sorry.
That's funny when you do that every time. The Chill Kill album. I'm trying to not mention the songs from the album until I am mentioning them again for something else, like maybe a music video or a performance. But at the same time, I want you to know some of the songs that are on the album that might be good. So if I mention it more than once, sorry. But the Chill Kill album, obviously Chill Kill, Knock Knock, Nightmare, and One Kiss, I think are all particularly good for the season. And then the Perfect Velvet album has songs like Peekaboo, I Just, and Kingdom Come. I think those are great. Weekly, yes, Weekly. The We Can album, Top Secret, My Earth, and Zigzag, all great. WJSN, and okay, it's called WJ Please, like Would You Please? No. Save Me, Save You, and Masquerade are hits at my house. Dream Your Dream album with Dreams Come True, Love O'Clock, and Renaissance. You might be thinking that album is more winter, and I totally hear you. I'll probably bring it up again when we do that episode. But if you look into their, you know, academia concept, and also like magic, I think is fall.
Yeah.
I guess because of Halloween. But yeah, like I think this album can be listened to in the fall. And also WJ Stay, Would You Stay, is a good album.
Funny that they name it like that.
Okay, NCT Dream Reload, because that has Puzzle Piece, and that is such a great, like, relaxing, acoustic sounding fall song. And also Quiet Down, that one's like a more powerful, aggressive sort of song, but once again, those are good. I just had to put Play of Caligo Part 1, because, like, you know, why not? Like, just throw it in there. Nine Eye. I'm bringing Nine Eye into the picture with their second mini album, I Part 1, because all the songs on that I think are good for the season. Zero Base One's newest album, Never Say Never. I don't know if it's just because I've been listening to it a lot lately, and, you know, they released it in September, so it's like, you know, fall, but a lot of the songs do have a fall vibe. Okay, Taemin, Guilty, the 4th mini album. All the songs on that are great. And also the Shiny 1 and 1 repackage with hits like One of One, Feel Good, Tell Me What to Do, and Don't Stop. Excellent album, timeless.
That, I don't know if it's a song you're going to mention at some point later, but I don't know. It makes no sense to say right now. But Sherlock and Clue and Note, those seem like fall songs.
Yes.
They're very brown.
Good point.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, that's actually all that I have.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
finally done listing albums. So yeah, you've got plenty to choose from. I really hope that you're going to check some of these albums out because you never know, you might find your new favorite. But it's time to move on to the playlists. And, I'm going to bring up some more when we get to the second half for the spooky theme. But BlushCat has a lot of playlists, specially curated by me, Harvest. They are available on BlushCat's Spotify page. And we obviously, like I mentioned, have the autumn mix. This is the overall fall playlist, your go-to K-pop mix for autumn. You have the, all the vibes you might be looking for. From the spooky to the indie, it's in there. And so if you're going to take one thing from this episode, you should probably take the BlushCat Autumn mix. However, there are also other great playlists. Do you have any to recommend?
The school playlist. It's great for fall because of what we just mentioned before. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I mean, obviously there's the spooky / Halloween playlist.
Yes. So yeah, I guess, we can bring it up again later, but the spooky Halloween playlist is a good one. I think it actually might be called Halloween / spooky. Yeah. But that one is kind of like, it is a little bit interesting because I had to fit all of them in there, but there's songs like CLC Devil in there, and then there are also like the ones that are really dark and scary sounding.
Vicks Chained Up.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Well, Chained Up isn't like the darkest Vicks one you could have picked.
I don't know. It sounds scary.
But
Voodoo Doll, is that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so those two don't really live. They don't really live together. But we don't have like a bright Halloween and then a dark Halloween. It's all in the same playlist. So you might be listening and being like, this is not what I wanted for my Halloween party. But what are you gonna do?
Halloween,
it's all in there.
We're gonna have to make more. We're gonna have to make Halloween Day and Halloween Night.
Yeah.
Because like some of them we need to be
spooky and spoopy.
Oh yeah. Some we have because of their sound, and some we have because of their theme or like their reference, like if you're talking about devils, like right. It doesn't need to sound scary. It's like devils are scary.
Yeah. Or like, if the title if the song is all about pumpkins or something, yes. I'm gonna probably put it in that playlist because, pumpkins go with Halloween.
Yeah.
So I did that for that playlist. Now, you mentioned the school playlist, which I really enjoy the vibes of, but our new playlist, which will be available by the time this episode goes up, is the nostalgic playlist. And you might be wondering how the nostalgic playlist and the school playlist differ. And you're just going to have to listen to them to be able to tell, I guess, because, I described the school playlist as nostalgic, but the school one has some more specific, like it's kind of what we were just saying, like I like to squeeze ones in there that are titled something that might be relevant to school.
Right.
And the nostalgic playlist is something that's, once again, more personal to me. Like, not everybody is going to have nostalgia for the same things, but I don't know. It's just different, but I think a lot of the songs in it are good for fall. And I would also recommend the Soft Hours playlist, actually, because that has a lot of slower, more cozy sounding songs. And then one more that I think is good for both the spooky vibes and like a chill fall day sort of vibe is the Colors playlist, if you specifically listen to the blue section.
Oh, interesting.
Because a lot of songs that are called like something with blue, they really do feel blue, and that feeling is very good for the season.
Nice. Yes, everyone remember as well that if you have the ability to be listening to the Spotify playlists not on shuffle, like the order is usually for the most part curated.
Yeah.
I think some of the big playlists, maybe towards the very end, they're not as curated.
I haven't updated a lot of them in forever.
I mean, like, how long is it going to take you to get to the end? If you're listening in order, it's going to take a while anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay, how about groups? When we do these seasonal recommendations, we like to bring up groups that might have a lot of content or, you know, music, whatever, that is relevant to the season.
Groups, I mean, if I'm looking at my list here, most of it's like kind of more on the Halloween side, but I'll just go with it anyway. We already brought up Pentagon. So another one for me would be actually ITZY, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know how much fall they have, but like I feel like they have a lot that's at least in the Halloween side of things.
Yes. Okay, well, I will second Pentagon, of course, stand Pentagon. And I mean, most of these groups I mentioned when I talked about the albums, but Pentagon, Astro, Rise, AB6 is a good one. Those are some boy groups. Red Velvet, Weekly, Billy, and WJSN are some good girl groups. And I also have soloists because I think that autumn is a great time to listen to soloist K-pop for some reason, because, you know, a lot of the times it's ballads or like, you know, they have like real instrument sounds.
Yeah.
So IU, Taeyeon, Taemin, Baekhyun, Ha Sung-hoon, and I'm gonna throw in 10 centimeters because why not? Like, he's like, the songs are just, they're just that way, aren't they? And
I couldn't tell you. Couldn't name one. I think I know. I think I maybe know one, but I can't name it.
Like, you've definitely, even if you don't know it's a 10 centimeter song, you've definitely heard a 10 centimeter song. It's also a good time to listen to your favorite K-drama OSTs.
Oh, yes.
Like, definitely. I would recommend
Shonu's OST for. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no.
I don't remember. I can't remember what it's called.
I'll Be There.
I'll Be There. Yeah, that's a good one. That's very fall-like.
Yeah, that one's really good. I would recommend the drama called Nevertheless, the OST for that drama. Or, like, you know, not just the one, like, theme song OST, but all of the songs for that drama are really good and they fit the vibes. Okay. So now here's where it might get mixed around a little bit, but actually maybe styling. Styling is a good place to start in terms of aesthetics, but we might start mixing in music videos, performances, and songs. I don't know. But what do you think is good fall styling?
Oh gosh.
Would you like me to share mine?
I feel like I have, if we're not going Halloween necessarily, and we're not going literally just like they happened to be wearing brown, then I feel like the only options that I could bring into play here would be like Drama Rama music video or Like This music video. 'Cause I'm getting like brown and maroon tones and turtlenecks and like jackets.
Okay. Okay. I specifically think plaid is a good choice. I've got purples and oranges, yellows, but orangey yellows, and of course browns. I like to see layers, but not as many layers as I'd like to see for winter. Like, I'm not talking Rise Love 119 here. That's clearly winter. Clearly. But, tights is a good one. Not super, super common because a lot of, there's, edgy sort of tights that they like to put under shorts.
Right.
But the fall tight look isn't super common for music shows. But berets is always a good one, Any season really, throw on a beret and I like it. Well, not always.
Definitely, there are controversial moments for sure.
But also, of course, school uniforms is fitting for fall because we've already explained why. And also sophisticated and clean looks. Something even How Can I Do styling. That gives fall to me.
Can I throw one more thing in there, even though I
sure.
don't know when anyone has really done it, but I know people have scarves.
Okay.
But it has to be scarves that is not combined really, maybe a lot of times I think it would be scarf, hat, mitten. But I don't think you can do the full get up there. I think that goes winter.
Yeah.
It has to be scarf and coat maybe, or like you were saying, scarf with maybe skirt with some tights, that sort of thing. But I'm not familiar enough with any instances of these sorts of things happening, it's hard for me to list them out because I'm like, do people do that?
Yeah. Okay, well, music videos, performances, where do you want to take this?
Music videos,
okay.
I think.
Okay, so what have you got?
Well, the classic, the ubiquitous, the undeniable number one fall Woosok navy blue.
Oh,
good old Roni coming through with the longing, the acoustic guitar, the nature, but it's not really super green vibrant nature. It's a little bit more kind of dead looking, but it's not it is green, but it's the colors are deeper. They're not vibrant summery colors in the nature. They're deeper colors. He's got layers on. I think he might be wearing plaid. It's coming through with a lot of elements if you actually think about it.
Okay, Roni for the win and Pentagon for the win.
Okay, I don't really remember it that well, even though I just cross-referenced it the other day. But maybe it's not an acoustic guitar, but real guitar vibes, or real instrument vibes.
I don't think it's an acoustic guitar.
And I don't know if he's wearing plaid, but it's fall. It's fall vibes, okay?
Okay.
Just because I don't remember, I remember it being fall.
Okay. Well, I'll recommend Pentagon music videos. You already brought up Like This, which, wow. Like This is just so good. It's just so good. Runaway, you might think that one's closer to winter. I kind of think it's closer to winter.
I don't know. I get fall.
I don't know. It's somewhere, it's at the end. I'm saving Violet for winter. Spoiler. But that one is definitely more winter in my mind for some reason than Runaway. But anyway, and also Naughty Boy. The music video.
Oh, right.
That one, I guess it's because it came out in the fall. It's more spring, I guess some might say, but it's still good in the fall. Okay, what else? What other music videos?
Well, there's a Pentagon one that you forgot. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, music video wise, yes. I get school because I get fall because of the school vibes, and they're wearing maroon.
Okay.
So, yeah. Sound wise, it can definitely go towards summer to me. Mm-hmm. But I do think of it when I think of fall vibes because of it seems not just school, it seems first day of school vibes. It seems like school starting for some reason.
Okay. I will recommend Astro Blue Flame because that's got the blue, obviously, but also there is some brown in there getting into the academic sort of style. And same thing goes for WJSN Save Me, Save You. It is magic school vibes.
Okay, I already brought up Dramarama just briefly, but I just want to explain. It's not just the styling. It really is actually fall, I believe. Like they have shots outside and the leaves it is fall time. So that music video, I mean, and it starts with like a coffee shop sort of situation. So there's just a lot of fall to me. Like it's all maroon, brown, coffee, leaves, fall, while also not being about fall at all, really. Like it's not like it's a music video that's about, coffee or leaves or anything like that. But like environmentally, it's so fall.
Yeah. Okay. Red Velvet Psycho is a good one. Obviously, there are other Red Velvet music videos that you might be expecting me to mention, but I'll save that for the spooky section.
Psycho is not spooky enough, apparently.
In terms of Red Velvet music videos.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, Golden Child. This is my time to throw in Blind Love. It's not like a music video type, like official music video. It's more like, one of those side fun type of music videos. But I didn't know where else to put it. And it needs to go somewhere. Because I love this video. I love this song. It's got that Kingdom for Kefling's vibe to it. And that's a very fall vibe. Nine Eye Young Boy. Why not? You might be thinking wild card. But if I have any sort of chance to bring up Mingyu Wanu Bittersweet, I'm going to bring it up. And also, you might be like, ooh, like, we're bringing this to the table. And like, yeah, I want to mention April, Oh My Mistake.
Actually, yes, yeah.
Because like the color palette is very fall. And like I said, retro can work for fall for some reason.
Okay, I've got one. I know you guys have all been waiting for me personally to deliver this message to you as your resident TIOT recommendation provider. You're like, well, you gave us Moonrise, I think, for both spring and summer. But so what now? That doesn't go for fall. No, but the long season does. And you might also be thinking, isn't that kind of winter? Well, maybe it will be winter too. I don't know. But it's definitely fall because it's got so much of that longing to it. And it's a really good music video. The Long Season, TIOT.
Nice. Thank you. Great one. Do you have any more?
I mean, they're not the strongest. They're kind of like it's more loosely tied.
Okay.
But I'd say he plus she equals we. I do get, the academia vibes there, even though it's not as much as it would be for like On and On. But the color palette, the black cat, it leans fall for me. And then Itzy Ringo.
Oh, yeah.
Not only is it brown, but I feel like the fairy tale aspect, I guess it's tying into Halloween or something, but the fairy tale aspect I tend to relate with fall. Well, and harvests, because it's like apples. So I'm getting, even though sound wise, I still just get 100% Sonic and Sega All Stars, those one maps, which would be summer to me. It's palette wise and everything, I'd say fall. And then Girls Will Be Girls also, I would say, because it's kind of brown and it's kind of dark but not quite to the Halloween, but maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. I really like Ringo.
Me too.
Like, I think it's so good. Like, the song and the choreography are really good. Okay, performances. We're talking music show stages, and I have some specifics, some general. I will begin by, of course, talking about Pentagon. I would recommend watching Naughty Boy stages, Like This stages, and Runaway stages. All the ones I said, music videos, you can watch the stages too, because stan Pentagon.
Yes. Like This Music Bank 2017 0908, so September 8th, I'm assuming, is a particularly good one, I'd say, for the color palette.
Okay.
Just in case anyone was wondering.
Okay. I will also mention 17 fast pace stages. A little bit more of like that jazzy sort of, like close to that style. And my last general one is G-Friend, Apple, and Mago.
Oh, you see, the apples are coming back.
For some more specific stages, I would recommend Weekly Zigzag, 2020, October 18th on Inkigayo. They're wearing like tan school uniforms, very school appropriate. From Us 9 Love Bomb, 2018, October 17th, Show Champ, episode 289. This Love Bomb stage is probably the most fall in terms of outfits. All the other Love Bomb stages, the outfits are very different than they are here. But From Us 9 Love Bomb is so fall to me because I remember that era. I remember tuning in, waiting for another Love Bomb stage to drop. And it was just like, that was fall 2018.
Wow. Let me share a girl group fall recommendation. That's right, I've got one.
Okay.
But only really because this song was included in the autumn mix, and so I was like, oh, that sounds like a fall song. Okay, let me check it out, some of the stages, because it's a good song. So I was like, do they have a good fall one? And they do. Billy Unoya, their M Countdown stage, I just wrote down that it's episode 792, because that's, it's a school sort of aesthetic that they go for that song, but this one specifically, they're wearing like hoodies, sweatshirts, cardigans with their school uniforms rather than like blazers.
Okay, cool. Love the Billy representation. My last specific performance for the general or cozy fall vibe would be Shiny Tell Me What to Do, 2016, November 27th on Inkigayo. I love this performance. It's just so good every time, but it's definitely a more emotional, like, cool rather than warm feeling. So, I mean, this stage is from November 27th, so it's closer to winter. So if that's the vibe you're looking for the season, check out that stage.
Okay. I have two more. One of them I happened upon by accident, and the other one might be considered more specifically Halloween. I don't know, but let's go for it. NCT Dream Flying Kiss, show music core 241123 is brown and a fairy tale like toadstool, like that sort of vibe, storybook, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that for fall. So I said, hey, you know what? Let's write it down. And then DKZ Lupin. Their M Countdown stage, episode 758. The ubiquitous tan Burberry birthday stage is the most fall to me. Okay. But if you want to go Halloween with that song, then you could get one of the darker ones.
Nice. Okay, well, the last area or category of recommendations that we have for the general fall side, not spooky, is listing songs. So any songs that we didn't yet mention, now is our chance to recommend them. So we might want to do a little bit of a speed run for this.
Okay.
So why don't you go for it?
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to look at my disjointed list, and I'm gonna go through and skip all of the ones that I think are Halloween, and this is gonna go fine.
Obviously, if you have something to say, you can say it.
Right. Well, 2 minus 1.
Okay.
I basically anytime I can mention that one and include it somewhere, I say why not? We should. And so apparently it sounds like fall, so okay. Like, that's the thing, is these songs, I'm not even saying that they sound like fall. I just saw that they were in the playlists for fall, and I was like, I like that song. So I'll mention that as a fall song.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 minus 1. Of course we have
Speed run.
it's just like they're all Halloween. Okay. BYOB by Billy. Well,
Okay.
bring your own best friend.
I thought you were recommending B2B for a second.
No. Sorry. BYOB, Bring Your Own Best Friend. Oh, Our Season by ZB1. How about also Off the Record by IVE? It's a really good one. Oh, Face by New East.
Oh, yeah.
The classic school song like no other. We got to put that one in there. Get a Guitar by Rise. Lovers or Enemies, CIX. Honestly, well, okay, I guess that one is Halloween because of the title. I don't know. I was going to say ONF, Buy My Monster. You know, it's a good one. It's a good one. That's Whip It by Ampersand 1. And then honestly, I'm going to recommend these two here, but I don't even know what they sound like.
Okay.
But I was like, there's no way that these cannot be like the most ubiquitous fall songs. Now, one of them I do know that I know it, but it's been so long I don't remember it, and I don't know if I ever actually liked it. But BTS Coffee.
Oh. Okay.
Because it's called Coffee, and every time I hear the title I think of brown. So how could it not be related to fall? But I don't remember how it goes. And then I think it was IU Autumn Leaves.
Autumn Story.
Oh, Autumn Story. I mean, it's got autumn in the title. So yes. There you go.
Okay. I'm very glad that you didn't have any overlapping mine.
Whew.
Obviously, yes, I made the fall playlist. I put those all in there. I would recommend them as well. They're all great songs. But I was trying to choose from like a different pool to get some that maybe our listeners would not have heard of or something, you know, like I'm trying to keep it fresh here. Not to say that yours are like basic or something. That's not what I'm saying.
Mine are just recycled,
no.
heard of before.
But yeah, IU Autumn Story is very good. I love that. It's really nice. Okay, Pentagon. Starting off strong with Pentagon, Daisy, and Nostalgia. Pristintina. This is my time. Pristintina. Like, as soon as it's September, I'm like, time to pull out Pristintina. This song is just so... like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, but I love the vibes of this song. It's like the perfect like school concept type of song. But they like it's just a B-side. So yeah, that's kind of sad, but whatever. Red Velvet, In and Out. Shiny Countless, love that. Minho, Call Back. Billy, Brave, a song from Matilda, and Trampoline. But yes, BYOB, I love that song. Okay, Kun, You. I've Either Way, I'm gonna throw in here because I can. Very, Very O, and Tap Tap. We've got very opposite vibes, but they are both working. Ki Taeyun, Hate That. Taemin, Clockwork. Ampersand 1, Sweet and Sour. G-Friend, Compass. You might be getting summer, but I'm getting fall. Zero Base 1, Lovesick Game. We didn't talk about their comeback yet, but they promoted this song, and I will mention when we talk about it officially, the Red Velvet vibes are so strong. Rise Combo. I Hope the Universe, Blitzer's question mark, WJSN Let Me In, SF9 Easy Love, Weekly Top Secret. I already mentioned because I listed it when I was talking about their album, but I love Weekly Top Secret. It's like the same kind of thing going on with Tina. And oh man, if you decide to watch the self-made video that they have for this song post disbandment, it's gonna hit different, I'll tell you that. 10 Stunner, like why not? And Espa, Illusion, Savage, and Black Mamba. And that's what I've got.
Okay. I am proud to say that quite a few of those, I was like, when I was looking through the list, I was like, you know what? I do get how that sounds like fall, but I just didn't think it was relevant enough to me to mention them. But I was actually recognized, like there was some fall vibes that I was like, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas most of the time I'm like, I don't know what fall sounds like.
Okay. All right. Well, that was the cozy general section of the fall recommendations. Now it's time to share our recommendations that are spookier, more suitable for Halloween. They're going to have darker vibes probably. I will say that second and third gen boy groups are really fitting for this vibe. Anything like edgy is good for that. And as we already mentioned, the BlushCat Halloween/spooky playlist, which is on our Spotify, is really good, obviously. Specific groups or artists that I think are really good for this sort of sound and style are Vix, Monsta X, T by T, N hyphen, Blitzers, The Boys, Espa, Dreamcatcher, Kong Daniel, Sunmi, and like half of Yena's discography.
Okay, wow, that just about covers it. I feel like I don't really have much of anyone or anything listed that's not one of those groups.
Okay. What about styling? Do you have any specifically spooky styling pieces? For example, I think heavy eye makeup, anything like, obviously I'm thinking black or like shiny black.
Shiny.
And like the rocker or edgier looks are good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that about covers it. I mean, if you can go an orange or purple route, that would be cool, but I feel like no one ever does that. I feel like it's usually black and red, honestly, you know? Like if there's a color being added, it's red. Sometimes people go for like a white and red sort of thing. I don't really, that doesn't work as well to me. So yes, spiky, dark, powerful. I don't know.
Okay. What about music videos or just anything? Music videos, performances, what else is spooky to you?
So none of mine exactly go that dark or spooky.
Okay.
But they're definitely Halloween related. Like I said before, I think that ITZY has a lot for this sort of fall season. And so for a little more on the Halloween related side, you've got Mr. Vampire, Imaginary Friend, Cheshire, however, and also I refuse to not mention it, Mafia in the Morning. And you might be like, I don't really get that from that, but whatever, I do. So justice for Mafia in the Morning.
Okay, valid.
So that's a lot of ITZY ones, but I mean, I've got some other things as well, but what have you got?
Oh, okay. Well, my other Red Velvet ones, Peekaboo, RBB, and Chill Kill. Those are great music videos. Sure. And also Silgi's music videos, 28 Reasons and Baby Not Baby. Those are great.
Okay. You mentioned Yena, one half of her discography. I've got to bring up Wicked Love. I know it's more of a performance video, but it's labeled as the music video, I believe, and like where else am I supposed to mention it? So Wicked Love, one of my favorites for Halloween time, so I have to bring it up.
Do you have any Pentagon?
No, I don't.
I do. Dr. Bebe.
Oh my god, I have it written down for songs, but I didn't write it down for music video. Yes, that's a really good one. How about a classic from our friends over at Dongyo Entertainment? DKZ Blockbuster. I mean, if you're looking for it specifically, that's when they were donkeys. But I mean, the Ghostbusters reference all the way through. Like, it is just a Ghostbusters music video, basically. Yeah. So how can it not be Halloween themed? And it's got horror, but it's got comedy. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm. And I have a one that is horror but comedy.
Okay.
That would be Send Me Stranger.
Oh, mm-hmm.
That's a good music video. I think that a similar music video to that is AT's Ice on My Teeth. Like, aesthetically, it's kind of similar.
Okay. I don't think I have any other music videos specifically. Oh, well, I mean, there's Blitzer's Macarena, obviously. The zombies, you know. That's another one of my top favorites. That's a great one. I mean, I would say, like, I didn't know how many music videos specifically to list here because I feel like I probably have already mentioned them. So I didn't list a lot. But, like, another song that I really love for the Halloween season, and the music video is definitely on theme, would be N-Hyphen Bite Me.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Vampire theme, obviously.
What about Kong Daniel?
Kong Daniel Paranoia. Once again, I was like, do I re-mention all this stuff? I don't know. But Kong Daniel Paranoia, another top for me. My top Halloween songs, honestly. Wicked Love, Paranoia, Bite Me.
Blockbuster? You know you love it.
I do love it, but I don't know if it's the top.
Oh wow.
No.
Her true colors are showing.
Well, I mean, I would say is also kind of in the same category, and I like that song more. It's less on theme, but it's more of a favorite song for me.
Yeah. I think that the SOS music video by Kong Daniel is also, like, I didn't say it in the general fall section because like I said, it's kind of hard to distinguish the exact line, but it's on the darker side, so I put it with the spooky stuff. Yes, I really wanted to include it, but I didn't know. For me, there's a fine line between brown dirt aesthetic that's going desert and therefore summer, or whether it can go fall because it is darker and everything, and it's so good. But along a similar line, I would recommend Wasteland by Kong Daniel, and like the visualizer sort of, it's not really a music video, it's like a moving picture kind of. But I think that's really good for Halloween. It's really like dark, spooky, scary, and so I would highly recommend that as well. Okay. I will recommend Key Killer, 10 Nightwalker, and Taman Advice, and also Criminal. And you brought up the zombies with Blitzer's Macarena, which is obviously a classic, but I have some more zombie themed K-pop music videos for anybody who is interested. So I will start with Speed Zombie Party. Now, Speed actually, for some reason, started showing up in the algorithms again, and I had completely forgotten about this group. Sorry. But Zombie Party is like, you know, we're ready to do the fall recommendations, and it's like Zombie Party is on the radar again. I've got to recommend it. But also Tiara, Lovey-Dovey zombie version. It's a time. And Golden Child Burn It, I would really recommend the drama full version to really get the whole experience. It's like you're watching a movie. Like, it's very good. It looks kind of more winter, honestly, But I mean, the zombies are like Halloween, so yeah. And then while we're on like long cinematic versions of things, I've got to recommend the Artemis Icarus cinematic version music video.
Yes, I was like trying to make sure that I considered some newer things, because I was like, obviously there are gonna be some extra things to add probably since the last time we talked about this. And that came to mind, but I was like just not confident enough in whether I knew what the vibe we were looking for was. But I was like, I feel like it should be considered.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to put it on the record that yes, Blockbuster is one of my top 5 Halloween songs. It's for the best combination of between super great song and Halloween aesthetics. Macarena, Paranoia, Blockbuster, Wicked Love, and Bite Me.
Okay. All right, everybody. Look at that. A nice easy list for you.
Not in that order.
Okay.
I haven't ordered them.
Okay. Do you have any other music videos? Because I have a couple.
I don't have any other music videos.
Okay, I will just also recommend The Boys Drink It, CIX Jungle, and T by T Can't You See Me.
Okay.
Now, how about music show stages or performances? Oh, wait, I also want to recommend the Espa Drama music video.
Okay.
Okay, now, how about music show stages or performances?
I don't have any. And I will explain why I don't have any. It's not because they're not there. It's because I didn't know that I was supposed to write those down.
Okay.
Like, I was just looking for Brown, but I know that DKZ Blockbuster is going to have some good ones.
Okay.
And I know that Blitzers will make a mistake. Yes. They've got a good one.
Yes, we did talk about this before, but it's Will Make a Mistake 2021 October 30th on Music Core. Specifically for me, like, that one is just so good. Like, that's the Halloween one. But I also really need to bring Key Jano Villain to the table.
Oh, yes.
I really like the one where it's like Shigo from Kim Possible styling. That would be September 4th, 2022 on Inkigayo. Sunmi Stranger stages are good as well. There's a lot of Halloween looking sets. Vix. Any stage for Voodoo Doll, On and On, or Hyde, you're gonna get like costumes, Halloween, very dark, spooky vibes.
Red eyes, black eyes, yellow eyes.
Yeah, black lipstick.
White eyes.
It's all there. It's all there.
It's very frightening.
Tame and Danger. You can just put on, like a stage mix of that. And you'll get some looks there. T by T Runaway, it's good to watch stages of that. And Shiny Married to the Music, I would recommend the classic August 15th, 2015 Music Core performance, just because that one has such good energy and I really love it. It's like a top K-pop stage for me.
Ooh, wow. Top K-pop stage.
Okay. And so the last part of today's recommendations would be the spooky or darker themed songs. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to list off all the ones that I feel like we haven't mentioned yet, but forgive me if we have mentioned one of them.
Okay.
Key Bad Love. So great. So classic. I mean, is that really? Yeah, it's sure. Gravity, Veni Vidi Vici. You cannot go through the Halloween season without mentioning that song. It's just such a classic. It just became a classic magically at one point, and it'll never stop being one. I'll mention again DKZ so good. Monsta X, Alligator, and also Gambler are also some good ones. I've got it. Oh, Itzy Killshot. Just Be Medusa. even though it has those dirt vibes too, which make me think summer because it's so hot, you know?
Yeah.
The oppressive heat, I think I listed it for summer, but this is going to be one of those rare summer falls, I guess. What else have we got? Let's see.
When you turn British halfway through.
Gravity, Love or Die. It's another good one. And that's probably... Okay, can I say... Does this make sense? Or is this me trying to inject Plav into everything? Plav, Pump Up the Volume.
What, for spooky?
Oh, sorry. No. I guess I forgot to mention it earlier for the fall one. Okay. I was bringing it through for the brown tones, you know? Yeah. But once again, it's dirt, so I don't know. I think I just wanted to mention Plav.
Why not? Like, we're at that point.
We are at that point. But... yeah, that would be a few. I feel like there are some there that like they didn't get enough time. Like it was mentioned so in passing, like 10 Nightwalker, you know, like I too think that, you know. Okay. Or Pentagon, Die for You. Wait, did I say no one said that one yet? No. Pentagon, Die for You. My God, that's such a good one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mine, I'm going to try not to repeat ones that you said too much unless I want to, like, once again, emphasize. But I did have a lot that you already said either specifically while listing the songs or when you were mentioning the other, like, music videos or something like that. But Pentagon the Game is also a good one. Billy Ring Ring and Dang Hocus Pocus. T by T, I've got Chasing That Feeling, Ghosting, and Thursday's Child Has Far to Go. Kunaka Knock, I've Hypnosis, and Baddie. N-Given Taken, EXO, Overdose, Obsession, Monster, Cara Lupin. Monsta X, you didn't mention Love Killer.
I didn't, just because I like the other ones better.
Whoa, okay. FX, Dracula, Red Light. ITZY, I'm going to once again say Killshot and Mr. Vampire. Yoonsanha, Bleeding. Love that. Gravity, Veni Vidi Vici. Worst Thriller, though, is perfect. Shiny, Nightmare, and Evil. I want to throw in &1, I Know You. Just
do it.
Like, okay.
Just do it.
Because I love that song.
It's such a good song.
It kind of is like, you know, that like dark kind. Like,
I wanted to mention more &1. I was gonna say &1, that's that, but I was like, is that going too far? I don't know.
And so yeah, these other two are not exactly like the spookiest things in the world, but Zero Base One, Kill the Romeo, and because I have to, Snooper, It's Raining. And, you know, there's the screams in the background, like if you've got the music video on and stuff. So it is, like, kind of spooky.
I love how many on-brand, like, titles there were.
Yeah.
Like, see, that's what I love. The fall ones, it doesn't really have a lot of that, you know? So it's hard for me. But, like, when there's a song called Dracula and then a song called Bite Me and then a song called Bleeding, it's like, what? I mean, come on.
Yeah. So... that does conclude the fall K-pop recommendations BlushCat episode. How is everybody feeling? Was it a good one?
I hope that they think it was a good one. If you want maybe a little more development to our discussion about those Halloween ones, hopefully, maybe probably, we talked about them a little bit more in that previous episode, and that's once again why we kind of just sped through it today. But, I mean, once again, I feel like the titles are pretty self-explanatory. I think you're going to get the vibe that it's Halloween. We don't really need to spell it out for you.
Yeah. So if you did enjoy today's episode, please like the video wherever you're listening. And you can leave us a comment. Share your own K-pop recommendations that are perfect for fall or Halloween in the comments. And remember to subscribe to BlushCat and turn on notifications if you have not already done so. And Also, don't forget to check out BlushCat's specially curated playlists, all of the ones that we recommended today, and all of the rest are on our Spotify profile, and you can save them to your library. And I want to also shout out any of our listeners that aren't listening on YouTube but are listening on Spotify or somewhere else, because we never really shout you Meowers out, but we see you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, and remember to stay meowing. This has been Harvest
And me. Bye.
Meow 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 meow.